What's up guys, this is Bree from Fracture Compass, and today we are exploring the new animal campus for OC Animal Care. Okay, so we're inside Cat Alley, and this is amazing because if you were at the other shelter and you guys knew, those were bungalows that have been there for a very long time. They were kept as clean as they could, but age was just showing. But now, look at this. This is like stainless steel everything. The litter boxes are separate from the living spaces. They've got their food, they've got their water, they've got everything they need. And a little insider tip, these things actually have names called like Noodles Corner and Bruiser's Barracks and stuff like that. Those names are actually the shelter animals that the shelter kind of adopts, and they just stay kind of as shelter mascots with the staff. And those were animals that were all throughout the years. Some are still around and some have passed on, unfortunately, but they are remembered in this new shelter.
You've met Lulu and Noodles.
I have met Lulu and Noodles. Lulu is a big fat lazy cat and she's as happy as can be, and Noodles, well, Noodles is a little bit special, but these guys,
noodly.
These guys took very good care of him, and now he's one of the shelter animals that'll stay here and live out the rest of his days as happy as he can. And he'll be immortalized now. And I'm like speechless, you guys. This is 100% improvement from what they used to have. And like I said, not that the other place was bad, not that the staff didn't want to have this for the animals. It was not being provided. And now that it is, you know, thank God. So let's talk about more do's and don'ts on the shelter when you go visit an animal campus. You're gonna find Purell bottles everywhere around here. That's very important. If you pet one animal, please do not go pet another animal without sanitizing first, because if that animal just happens to be sick, which cats are very susceptible to getting upper respiratory sickness, you will spread that to other cats, and that's something we don't want. So please, when you pet one animal, that goes for dogs as well, or anything, please sanitize your hands. You can either use the provided hand sanitizer that the shelter has. There's even a sink behind us that they've provided to sanitize as well, or just bring your own if you're conscious about, well, how many other people touched it. So please do that, because we don't want to lose any.
Totally hamming it up for me. Yes, you are. Hello.
We have chickens.
Can we just talk about the play area right now? Back at the old shelter, there was only 2 play areas that were very small. Their play area is as big as a football field right here. So these dogs have plenty of room to run around when they get taken out. And remember that the shelter staff is very, very hard at work trying to run dogs into the clinic to get shots and whatnot, and then they're combing over, giving visits to the dogs. Is one of the visiting areas that you can go in and whatnot. But that's why shelters need volunteers, because volunteers, if you want to volunteer, look online at ocanimalcare.com, and we'll put a link in the comments below. If you guys want to volunteer, you can actually take the dogs out and bring them in here, give them that run around time, play with them, put that dog back after half an hour, get out another dog, and the dogs benefit, you benefit. It's good for your soul, it's good for the dog's soul. It makes them very, very friendly most of the time, and they will absolutely get adopted because they'll get more comfortable with people and being more comfortable here.
Oh. Hi, baby.
Hey. Okay, so when you are looking for a dog in a shelter, some of the things that you do want to do is keep an open mind. I know you may be wanting to get that German Shepherd or looking for that Golden Retriever or that certain dog, but there's tons of dogs here that need homes, and there's tons of dogs that are willing to give you all their love for the rest of their lives. So when you see something that you like, first things first is you want to approach the cage, and you never just want to stick your hand in the cage because you don't know that dog, and that dog doesn't know you. You wouldn't go up to a person and just like rub their head and just be like, hi, you know, they might not like it. So just gonna see how they react, and if they walk away from you, that's okay. They don't know you, they're just feeling stuff out. Remember, they're in a strange place too. Right. So this is definitely a puppy, and I'm definitely not sticking my hands in the cage still. I don't know this puppy, but since he is licking my hand, that's a really good sign that he's pretty friendly. You want some attention? Sit. Oh boy. You can give him little scratches here and there. Okay. So that's a pretty friendly dog. That's a pretty good reaction to what I am. I'm not a dog trainer, but I do know some behavior. If I had put my hand up to this cage and this dog had backed off or put his ears back or something like that, that's not a good reaction for that, and I would have never ever went further into like scratching. That would have been a no. Okay, but since he's licking me, he's rolling all over the place.
You're eating your paw?
That's okay, paws taste good. I don't care. Sometimes people chew on their hairs. Alright, so I'm so excited for these animals, you guys. I cannot explain how much of an upgrade this is and how old that other facilities was. 74? Is it 74?
I think
That's
so.
a long time to have a facility that wasn't updated. And like I said, the staff kept it up as best they could. They care so much. I personally know some of these people. They care about every single one of these animals inside of this place. They want to get them to a good home. That is the end goal, is getting them to their forever home. And I know that they're excited about this place too. So if you guys think that shelters, or I'm not even calling this a shelter anymore, they don't call them shelters. This is a campus. This is an animal campus, okay? And if you think it's just for dogs and cats, you are wrong. There are actually a myriad of animals here, and one of them is the reptiles. If you check this out, look at this. Oh my God, I love tortoises. But after a certain amount of time, when these guys come in, because every animal that does come into the campus has to stay here for a period of time, has to get checked out, make sure that they don't have any existing diseases or anything like that, and they're safe to adopt out, then you can adopt these guys. And I don't know if they still do it the same way. They used to do it as a raffle, but I think you can just come in, and if you want to adopt them, you can check it out. It's like half price than a pet store. Okay, it's like one of these guys, and if you guys do reptiles, a Russian tortoise can run you about $149 in PetSmart. This might run you $50. Okay, like, hello. And they seem to have little Russian bear hamsters. That's cute. I'm not a fan of hamsters. I had one when I was a child, and it bit me within 24 hours on my finger, and I'll never get that chunk back. But if you do love hamsters, this is a cute one. Again, probably like $3, you guys, like 15 bucks at a pet store. Salem and Hope are just two examples of the amazing animals that can come out of a campus, as we would call it. If you're just looking for a best buddy to hang out with you, watch TV, play with you, and love you, definitely go to your local campus and pick something out and give them a forever home.
Salem, what are you doing? Salem. Kitty. Opie.
Both of these animals are spoiled, by the way. Don't think Salem stays in here. She's got a little window access to a bedroom. She just comes out here to hang out.